Hi, everybody, welcome back. If you don't mind, I would like to have a quick chat about the Kohberger case again, and I'm hoping that a bigger channel who have been on this case more often than me and who are more familiar with the detail than me picks up on this and could perhaps answer this question or questions. In one of my previous videos, I spoke at reasonable length about Gray Hughes's simulation of the white Elantra driving back and forth past the Moscow, Idaho house. Remember? If you don't remember, then go watch my last video on the Kohberger case. Well, I think Gray Hughes and I made a huge mistake. Huge. And I don't know whether this contributes to proving Kohberger's innocence or guilt. You see, I went back to the first reports regarding the white Elantra, and then to the first reports after Kohberger's arrest. And where we all made a huge mistake is that the Elantra did not make three passes and then turned into the cul-de-sac, parked, and then the occupant got out and went and did his thing. No, 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 no. The Elantra entered King Road at 3:29, made those three passes, and left via Valenta Drive. And then it returns at 4:04, according to law enforcement's timeline when they started talking about the Elantra. So, question time. Does law enforcement have footage showing the vehicle's tag? If not, how do they even know it is the same vehicle? From footage I have seen, one cannot really distinguish whether the vehicles are white or silver. Then at about 4:20 a.m., when the white Elantra supposedly sped away, it wasn't the only vehicle driving away. In the footage from the security camera behind the apartment complex, one can clearly see someone approaching a vehicle from the direction of the lane running between the buildings and getting into what looks like an SUV, switching it on and then driving away. So, next question. Did law enforcement look into that vehicle and the person who drove it? It is logical that the vehicle and approach, which should be of interest, is the one at 4:04. But if they assume or have proof that it is the same vehicle as the one which made the three passes at 3:29 and after, then where did the vehicle go between 3:29 and 4:04? Where was he? What did he do in those 35 minutes? Why are people now trying to spin it that the time on the security camera was wrong? Is it true? Or are they, maybe law enforcement, trying to make supposed evidence fit the timeline? And I'm sorry, time and timing and security cameras, etc., is one thing, but you can't change the meaning of words to suit the case. And leaving via Valenta Drive to me means the vehicle left, drove up, and drove away via Valenta Drive, and returns at 4:04 means the vehicle came back at 4:04. So it came back, but from where? The entire timeline of Kohberger and his white Elantra and law enforcement's timeline does not exactly work for me. Pullman, Washington to Moscow, Idaho takes 14 to 16 minutes by car. According to law enforcement, Bryan Kohberger left his apartment at 2:45, traveled along Highway 270 towards Moscow, and was spotted on camera at 2:50. Okay, that is exactly 5 minutes, but according to law enforcement, he was next spotted westbound on Indian Hills Drive and going into King Road at 3:29. Now that is 39 minutes later. So what did, let's say, Bryan Kohberger do before or until he allegedly drove into King Road? Where was he? What did he do? So unless I'm missing something, there are two periods of time missing, approximately 25 to 29 minutes before the vehicle enters King Road the first time, assuming it was Bryan Kohberger's car, and the second time 30 to 35 minutes before the vehicle parked in the cul-de-sac. I don't know what to think about this case. All I know is that I think law enforcement acted before they had all their ducks in a row. And because of that, this case may go the same way as that of the Barry Morphew case. And if you should force me to tell you what I think, I'll tell you that I don't think Bryan Kohberger had absolutely nothing to do with it. But I'm also going to tell you that I think there is something else behind all of this, and likely also another person involved. Remember, Bryan Kohberger's lawyer said there is no link between Bryan Kohberger and the victims. What she did not say is that there is no link between Bryan Kohberger and the survivors, or no link between Bryan Kohberger and the other characters in the saga. Did Bryan Kohberger know Jack Showalter? Did he know Jack the Cur? Did he know Adam? What did Maddie tell Adam? Secrecy and keeping the integrity of a case intact is one thing, but for me, like in the Morphew case, there are still too many things which does not make sense. Why that house, those people on that particular morning, and what about the missing time? Okay, guys, so something to think about. I'll be back on here again as soon as possible. So until then, please take good care of yourselves and each other. Bye.